Here I am at the trio of the third movement, the scherzo movement of the Brahms C major sonata. Again, this is new old material I haven't seen in years, starting from this point. That's the transition. In seeing how much of that I'm familiar with. I think there are a few fingering issues. Once again, I'm surprised by seeing, actually I'm astonished, not one single fingering marked in this whole fragment. That doesn't mean that I didn't think about it, it just means most of the time, because my right hand is playing two voices, that there are limited numbers of choices available to me. Same thing goes for the left hand. I sometimes have. So, that's 3, 4. Turns into 5. These are things I would have done intuitively. Right now, I'm sort of interested in leaving more of a clear path for myself, so I'm a little bit more aware of my process. I can't share it with myself or with you if I can't articulate it. And I think that's a problem with many, many fantastic pianists who start to teach, that so many things fall into place that they don't articulate, that it's then harder to share. Once you are forced to articulate it, it becomes much easier to share because you have the language that helps to represent the choices that you make. So, for example, when I'm going, I probably go to 2 and change it to 1. This is piumoso, sounds bizarre. When you're playing that quickly, you think, what do you mean, piumoso, for something so lovely and lyrical and held back? Well, it's in 6/8. The original, the scherzo is in 6/8. 1 to 2, 1, 2. This is in 3/4. 1, 2, 1, 2 would turn into 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So I assume Brahms means that the measure should stay as long, in which case he's giving a longer line, less savoring of individual elements, which runs the risk, of course, because of the simplicity of the accompanimental design, runs the risk of making the motion a little more static. So I'll experiment with what tempo makes me comfortable. He doesn't say molto più mosso or anything like that. He just says faster. So I'll find out how it relates to the scherzo tempo. Let's just double check. Well, the scherzo tempo says allegro molto e con fuoco, so it's not as if he's telling you to hold back at the beginning. We'll find out what it means later. In the meantime, I want to re-familiarize myself with all of this stuff. It starts off with a lot of upper thirds, turns into sixths, so the thirds now, the sixth, so that helps. All thirds, no. get to sixth, the pedal note, which was G, the tonic, the dominant, because we're in C major here. We were in A minor. What? No, we weren't. We were in E minor, which is the relative minor of the dominant of C major. And then we are in C major again, which is the primary key of the piece. So pedal point is the dominant pedal point. Now it's C. So now, as often happens, the change of figuration, the change of interval, doesn't happen with the change of pedal point. The sixth appears before the C appears. So you have the sixth, now the C. So that's all the decisions I need to make. The sixth, then the C. Good. I need a reminder that I probably didn't need before. Second finger in my left. It's all those little changes, voicing that middle part, that alto part in the right hand, that help to make a connect with the material as quickly as possible. So, in other words, that the decisions that the composer made become meaningful to the interpreter, which is me in this case. Now, so there's far too many fingering choices. Favorite tritone fingering. So one 4 for C sharp E. Not the only thing I can do. Feels that the lack of arbitrariness really makes a significant difference in my amount of confidence. Or clarity of thought, let me put it another way. There's an assurance built into it. It's going to turn to mine here, this much I know. past me. Second finger. Expect a hemiola at the peak. Need a second finger badly here. Switching to 4 here. 1, 2. 1 switching to 4. That's right. When I was making a mess of it a moment ago, I was switching to 4, but I was going up to the next note, which is not right. Because he takes the scherzo theme and does it in significant augmentation, so it makes its presence known in the room. Here it is. Right hand. It actually happens doubled here, but it's made most obvious in the left hand here, and later on the right hand acts in imitation. So that's very cool. I've even marked it here. Scherzo motive from a long time ago. Well, that's cool. It's even more disguised there because it doesn't give isn't given a chance for a full thematic statement. So its fragmentary nature makes it that much more recognizable, but not necessarily identifiable just then. Let me see if there's any other clues. Nope. Now here it's he does write accents here, just in case you're unsure. Famous mathematical ritardandos. He goes from 6 notes to 4 notes to 3 notes and 7 notes just for fun. Okay, so that's what I wanted, was a sense of what sticks. A lot of it delightfully sticks. It's not a complicated section. C major, C minor, and the theme is fairly obvious, but there are a few decisions that have to be made. And again, in my cursory investigation of this piece, the first time through, to see where the work will fall. I have, for those of you keeping score, I've skipped a major portion of the first movement, but I did want to get to the other movements, and I'm going to get to the fourth movement next. I'll see you soon.